Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Jared Goff and the Los Angeles Rams.
We are late in the calendar year. That's a good time to be south, and that's where we are. The weather just perfect right now here tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Rams ready to take over on offense, and they will do so behind the first overall pick in the 2016 draft. Now he's in season number 5 out of Cal. It's Jared Goff.
Well, it's not unusual for a team to have a little bit of a letdown after appearing in the Super Bowl. And the Rams had that Super Bowl letdown after their loss in Super Bowl 53 to New England. But it might surprise people that quarterback Jared Goff still finished 3rd in the NFL in passing yards at better than 4,600. They just want to see him cut down on the number of interceptions he threw last year, and they think the Rams can elevate their offense yet again.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
William Golston on the tackle.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On second down now, it's Henderson. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Sean Bunting on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Goff. This pass complete to Reynolds. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Complete.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
And a
well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Henderson will try and run for the first. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now we see the 14-time Pro Bowler, maybe the greatest to ever play the position, Tom Brady, getting set to lead this Buccaneer offense.
Well, partner, how many times do we talk about it going into a season? At some point, we have to figure that age is going to catch up to Tom Brady, but how long have we been wrong about that? I'd say probably about the last 10 years. Last year, he threw for over 4,000 yards again. Should go over 75,000 passing yards in his career early this season. He's still got it, and what a new challenge he's got in Tampa Bay. Excited about the opportunity.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Jones, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 20-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 3rd down.
That's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Shotgun now for Brady. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Rams take over 1st and 10.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They run the toss with Henderson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 18 more yards there and another first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Looking for Woods that time, and now it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Again, Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. A gain there of 21 yards. 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Goff gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. From the gun, a give to Henderson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll look to run with Henderson, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson taking it in. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
At the 38-yard line.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Brady. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Brought down back at the 32.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run it with Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
Ronald Jones.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Brady. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Seven, our score after one.
Score tied 7-7.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Goff on the draw play to Henderson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Ball carrier.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down, L.A. Goff finding Reynolds there.
First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Henderson. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The tackle made.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
6-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at the 45. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the Rams.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And a stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
10 yards.
So the Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now Brady again. Over the middle to Evans. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Now Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point try now for Succop. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
Ball carrier. He was brought down by...
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Henderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the draw, this is Henderson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and 12, Goff, open man, Higbee, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll throw from the gun. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a big up of 6.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Aaron Donald. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Brady now to throw to Evans on the slant. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Brady on target to Gronk, first down Buccaneers. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball. But surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, Ryan Succop now for the Buccaneer field goal.
A 27-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Rams 7.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
at their own 24-yard
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. The drive starts with a completion, left side. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Twisting away. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. At their own. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. And able to reach before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. That throw by Brady incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
John Johnson on the coverage.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a strong first half from, who else? Tom Brady. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. And he's been pretty good under the lights here tonight, hasn't he, partner?
He certainly has, and I applaud him for that because I don't know what it's like for you, but to me, preparing for a night game involves a little bit more. Trying to hold your intensity, hold that edge throughout an entire day of waiting to get out there and play. You know, the meetings, what time you're going to eat, all of those things. He's harnessed it very well. It's turning in a nice performance.
Yeah, he's closing in on 100 yards. For me, it's all about the afternoon nap for a night game.
I like the way you prep.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Brady. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. They call it no gain there on the first down play. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Brady to throw again. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Again, they'll throw with Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Rams, 46-yard line.
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Fournette running out of the gun. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 38. He'll give this to Henderson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
45-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Goff. And got a man. It's Woods. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 11 on the
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Now Goff on 1st down. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the carry is Henderson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Tackle made at the 20.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Again, it's Henderson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuck twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. William Golston. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Jones. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
They'll go again to Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun. Goff. Man open. It's Kupp. He's got it. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again. 1st and goal. Throwing again is Goff. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. The connection there, Goff to Cooper Kupp. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Gay is on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Matt Gay.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 20.
Mike Evans in the Tampa offense about to set up shop. He's knocking on that door for a 100-yard gain.
And what receiver doesn't want to be part of the Century Club? Every receiver, when the game starts, wants to have 100 or more yards next to his name. It's a badge of honor, but it also shows that you're helping out your team.
And he has certainly been helping out his team so far. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. From the gun, Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far. And it was again on the last play.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
To Cooper Kupp. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. He's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here's the Tampa Bay offense and Ronald Jones leading them out. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. take it at the 37. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. L.A. readies for its next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at the 45. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Junior. Jared Goff sacked.
Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
In his own end zone, it's Brady. And Brake, the tight end's got it. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ronald Jones.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. This is Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Another big play there by Aaron Donald, the NFL's Defensive Player of the Year in 2017 and 18. We know he can rush the passer. He's also dominant in the run game. The quickness for a man his size often defeats the offensive lineman trying to block him.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Rams getting set to go now. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. And right away, he'll look to throw. And he wants Reynolds way downfield. And some room to work. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a 1st down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
The tackle made.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Brady now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jones. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man has got one. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Shotgun now for Brady. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Rams.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. After the interception, here's Goff. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
one of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. The Rams on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. first down throw. Gone. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Goff now looks to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Darrell Henderson, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Mike Evans and the Tampa offense about to set up shop. So glancing at these numbers, I think they tell a story of, hey, early on, he got hot, he got their attention. They've been able to hone in on him, shut him down a bit.
He certainly did get their attention, and that's the ultimate compliment for a player, that when you come out in the second half, all of a sudden there's extra guys around you, there are different coverages rolled your way. That means you've done something really well. Now it's up to him to make his own adjustment and find a way to beat the new defenses he's facing.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Gronk, so tough to cover. Sometimes a flag's going to come out.
His size and his ability create a lot of these pass interference calls. If you're trying to go through him to get to the ball, that's almost impossible, and he benefits on the play.
Brady now on 1st down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. That time a slant. Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 7 yards to pick up there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Let's go, D.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So Goff and the Rams down 17-14. A minute 55 remaining. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
It's a gain of
this is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now it's gone. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. Goff now to throw. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This to potentially send us to overtime. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Webster on the return. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own.
LA set to take over again on offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 24. He'll look to throw right away. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A shotgun snap for Goff. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Josh Reynolds. Third down here. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. Let's go.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Jones. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 23. 7 yards there and a first down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Leonard calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
What can Brady do now with his drive? That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Not much there, only a yard. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. So they're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. Get, as you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of...
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. He's at the 50. 30, past the 20, and he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown, and in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it.
Tonight's final
Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we bid you good night from Tampa.